Zamfara State generates only 150 million naira internally generated revenue monthly. Zamfara State earmarked 10.6 billion naira for health sector this year. Governor Tambuwal approves purchase of 15,000 JAMB and direct entry forms for 2019-2020 section. On business, 18 billion liters of PMS supplied in 2019 PPPRA. On sports, Ihanacho rescues Leicester City in Carabao Cup. On the international scene, Iran's missile attack, U.S. suffered no casualties, says President Trump. Welcome to Standard Voice Television News. I am Musa Joy Onyola. Now the news in full. Zamfara State government says it is generating only 150 million monthly as internally generated revenue, IGR. The State Commissioner of Finance, Alhaji Rabiu Garba, who made the disclosure on Tuesday in Gusau, said the government would, however, strengthen existing law to raise its IGR. He said the ministry will collaborate with the State House of Assembly to review revenue generation laws to empower MDAs to generate more revenue for the state. The commissioner told newsmen after defending his ministry's 2020 budget before the assembly that people in the state must also learn to pay their taxes. He said the problem the state is facing is that the people don't pay tax. Therefore, we have to change for the better. Alhaji Rabiu Garba said the ministry is going to partner with the State Board of Internal Revenue and other revenue-generating ministries, departments, and agencies to improve IGR of the state. On current verification of the state payroll, the commissioner said it was not to witch hunt anyone, pointing out that the state civil servant payroll is worrisome, and therefore there is need to address it for the development of the state. The commissioner explained that the present administration in the state, led by Governor Bello Matawalle, is committed to ensuring transparency and accountability, especially in the financial sector of the state. Earlier, the chairman of the State House of Assembly Committee on Finance and Appropriation, Alhaji Mohammed Ahmed, says the Assembly will prioritize revenue generation in 2020 to fund development projects. The present administration in the state, led by Governor Bello Matawalle, plan to execute various development projects in the state. He said at assembly level they are going to ensure that all revenue-generating MDAs work up to expectation. The Zamfara state government has earmarked 10.6 billion naira for various health care projects and programs in the state's 2020 budget. The State Commissioner for Health, Alhaji Yahaya Kanoma, disclosed this to newsmen after defending the ministry's 2020 budget proposals at the State House of Assembly in Gusau on Wednesday. Alhaji Kanoma said the state government planned to execute various health projects and programs to enhance health care service delivery at the primary and secondary health care facilities across the state. According to him, earmarking such amount to health sector is an indication of the commitment of the administration of Governor Bello Matawalle to ensure effective health care service delivery. He said the state government planned to procure modern health care machines and equipment as well as facilitate various health care programs at primary and secondary health care facilities in the state. He noted that Zamfara State suffered from security challenges and recorded various casualties of armed banditry, and there are a lot of people suffering from various diseases. The commissioner assured that they are going to ensure proper coordination and strong partnership with healthcare non-governmental organizations to facilitate effective health services delivery. He said in the health sector, non-governmental organizations play an important role, and the ministry is going to strengthen its partnership with them by giving them all necessary support and cooperation to carry out various health programs for the development of the state. Meanwhile, the state government had also earmarked 500 million naira for various rural development projects across the state. The State Commissioner for Rural Development and Cooperatives, Alhaji Abubakar Abdullahi, disclosed this to newsmen in Gusau on Wednesday. Alhaji Abdullahi, while fielding questions after defending the 2020 budget proposals of his ministry, said the state government planned to execute various developmental projects in rural communities through its Agency for Rural Water and Sanitation in partnership with UNICEF. On his part, the State Commissioner for Information, Alhaji Suleiman Tanau, also said the state government planned to digitalize the state radio and television stations. Alhaji Suleiman Tanau said the state government in its 2020 budget proposal planned to procure modern equipment and facilities for the state-owned media houses, including the state radio, television stations, and legacy newspapers. The Sokoto State Governor Aminu Waziri Tambuwal has approved the purchase and distribution of 15,000 JAMB direct entry forms for 2019-2020 section. This is contained in a statement signed by the Permanent Secretary, Ministry for Higher Education, Pharmacist Al-Mustafa Uthman Ali. He said the forms will be distributed to qualified state indigents free. Pharmacist Al-Mustafa Ali also said the governor has approved the payment of online registration for all the beneficiaries of the forms. The Permanent Secretary explained that the distribution of the forms to be carried out at the secretariat of all the 23 local government areas in the state. He, however, advised interested indigents to obtain their National Identity Number, NIN, which is necessary for JAMB registration. According to him, the distribution exercise will commence next week, and the ministry has set up various committees to ensure hitch-free distribution exercise. The Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, has predicted dust haze condition over some part of north and moderate dust haze condition over central states down to the coastal region for Thursday. NIMET's weather outlook released on Wednesday in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, predicted dust haze condition over the eastern flank of the northern state with horizontal visibility of 1 kilometer to 5 kilometers. It further predicted sunny hazy condition for the remaining part of the north. NIMET forecast day and night temperature of the region to be 27 to 31 degrees Celsius and 12 to 19 degrees Celsius respectively. For central state, moderate dust haze is anticipated over the region with localized visibility of less than or equal to 2,000 meters throughout the forecast period. Day and night temperatures values are expected to be 27 to 36 degrees Celsius and 12 to 22 degrees Celsius respectively. It said southern state early morning mist fog is anticipated over the region and moderate dust haze condition during the afternoon evening hours. The agency envisaged day and night temperatures of the region to be 32 to 36 degrees Celsius and 19 to 25 degrees Celsius respectively. Over 30,000 members of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) have defected to the All Progressives Congress (APC). The news agency of Nigeria NAN reports that the defectors were loyalists of Alhaji Ibrahim Bakawiye, former PDP governorship aspirant who recently defected to the All Progressives Congress (APC) after his meeting with the former governor of the state, Alhaji Abdulaziz Yari. NAN further report that Ibrahim Shehu Bakaye, former legislator representing Gusau Svtv Federal Constituency from 2011 to 2015, was a PDP governorship aspirant in the 2019 general elections but lost to Governor Bello Matawalle in the primary. The defectors, led by former PDP factional chairman in the state, Nasru Milo, and members from 14 local government areas of the state, announced their decision at the APC State Party Secretariat in Gusau on Wednesday. Alhaji Nasru Milo said they resolved to join the APC in consideration of the various developments the party brought at both state and national level. The former factional leader expressed satisfaction with Alhaji Ibrahim Shehu Bakaye's decision to join the party with a large number of supporters in the state. Alhaji Milo said they suffered from injustice and disunity in People's Democratic Party, and they are now joining a party with a good leadership style that respects the rule of law. He reaffirmed their loyalty to the APC leadership in the state and cooperate with all stakeholders for the development of the party. Responding, the state APC chairman, Alhaji Lawal Liman Gabdon Kaura, described Bakaye's defection and his supporters to APC as a great achievement for the party in the state. Alhaji Lawal Liman said they are happy with this development in spite of the fact that the party is not in control of the leadership of the state. He said it is a strong indication that the APC is the strongest political party in the state. Alhaji Lawal Liman urged party members to be united and avoid differences and discrimination for the development of the party. He cautioned the party supporters against anti-party activities, saying that the party has zero tolerance for such acts. The APC National Executive Council meeting, which held in Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, resolved that all its members must participate in party activities from ward up to national level. We'll be right back after the short commercial break. Stay tuned.
Fellow Nigerians, do you know that constituency projects are actually your projects? Do you know that constituency projects are funded by the federal government? Do you know that you can track release of constituency project funds for projects located in your constituency and follow up to know how they have been executed? Constituency projects happen because government does not want to leave any community out in development efforts. You have a responsibility to know what constituency project has been planned for your community, how much has been allocated for it, and whether value for money has been delivered. Take ownership of constituency projects located in your community. Protect them because they belong to you. Government knows about your needs and is planning for you. Government needs your help to ensure quality delivery. Know that constituency projects are actually your projects. Protect your constituency project. My constituency, my project.
For information on funds allocated to projects in your constituency, call 0800 2255 4272.
This message is from the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission and the National Orientation Agency.
Welcome back on Business. Jemima Samuel has more detail.
Thank you, Musa Joy. Welcome to Business Desk. The Petroleum Product Pricing Regulatory Agency, PPPRA, said that over 18 billion liters of premium motor spirit, PMS, also known as petrol, was supplied in Nigeria in the year 2019. Petroleum Product Pricing Regulatory Agency disclosed this in its PMS report signed by its Executive Secretary Alhaji Abdulkadir Saidu and released in Abuja on Wednesday yesterday. It said that the total quantity of PMS supplied across the nation as of November 2019 was 18.6 billion litres, and the PMS average sufficiency stood at 40.68 days. It emphasized the need for enhanced private participation in the refining business and revamping of nation's refineries for improved production. The report further revealed that 1,612 vessels laden with different petroleum products docked in Nigerian waters in 2019. A breakdown of marketers' performance shows that the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) was responsible for 99.61% of total 19 billion litres of petroleum that was imported. It noted that the major oil marketers in Nigeria, Moman, imported 0.39% in the year 2019. On the other hand, 166.3 billion litres of PMS was produced locally in the same year. The report revealed that the petroleum products imported into the country were 5 billion litres of AGU, 128 million litres of HHK, 952 litres of ATK, 307 million litres of base oil, 126 million litres of bitumen, and 46 million litres of LFPO. Commenting on the Petroleum Product Pricing Regulatory Agency Executive Secretary, said that fiscalization of imported products was efficiently carried out at the seaport by industry-recognized cargo inspectors, in conjunction with the Petroleum Product Pricing Regulatory Agency field staff at the seaports. He commended the dogged efforts of some marketers at sustaining the continuous development of the sector in spite of inherent global economic challenges. He said this is evident in the number of new facilities that emerged in the downstream subsectors of the petroleum industry in 2019. Alhaji Saidu further reiterated that the agency would continue to ensure transparency in the oil and gas value chain by marketing available, reliable data to strategic government agencies such as NATI, CBN, and MBS for adequate planning and decision-making in the country. The agency will also continue to collaborate with NNPC and other oil marketing companies towards improving the regulatory environment as well as ensuring uninterrupted product availability. Thanks for watching Business News. I am Jemima Samuel. Over to Musa Joy in the studio.
Thank you, Jemima. On sports, Sufyan Abubakar has more detail.
Thank you, Joy Musa. My name is Abu Svtv Abubakar from Standard Voice Television Sports Room, and as usual, I bring the sports updates. Super Eagles forward Kelechi Iheanacho scores late as Leicester City draws against Aston Villa at the King Power Stadium in the Carabao Cup semi-final. Leicester City were trailing at halftime after Hoolihan of Aston Villa scored the first goal in the 27th minute. With 20 minutes left to go, Leicester City's boss Brendan Rodgers brought in the Super Eagles forward. And after just 30 minutes on the field, Kelechi Iheanacho scored the equalizer after an assist from JV Vardy. This is Kelechi Iheanacho's 6th goal in his previous 8 matches for Leicester City. The second leg of the tie will be played in 2 weeks' time at the Villa Park Stadium, the home stadium for Aston Villa. Leicester City will be hoping to reach the finals of the competition for the first time in 27 years. And on Standard Voice football competition, the final is scheduled to be played on Friday evening by 4 p.m. at the normal venue of Gusau Amusement Park. It's going to be a startup game in Gusau this year. You don't want to miss that. And that's all we have on sports today. Back to Joy Musa.
Thank you, Sufyan. And on the international scene. United States President Donald Trump has revealed that America did not suffer any casualties in the missile attacks by Iran on military bases used by American troops in Iraq. President Trump spoke in an address to the nation on the state of affairs with Iran. He said they suffered no casualties, saying that all the American soldiers are safe and only minimal damage was sustained at the military bases. The president said Iran appears to be standing down, which a good thing is for all parties concerned and a good thing for the world. He said as long as he is the president of the United States, Iran will never be allowed to have a nuclear weapon. He saluted the incredible skills and courage of American men and women in uniform for far too long, all the way back to 1979. To be exact, nations have tolerated Iran's destructive and destabilizing behavior in the Middle East and beyond. Those days are over. President Trump alleged that Iran has been the leading sponsor of terrorism and their pursuit of nuclear weapons threaten the civilized world. He further stated that the U.S. will immediately impose punishing economic sanctions on the Iranian regime, adding that the powerful sanction will remain until Iran changes its behavior. That has been the news from Standard Voice Television. To end the news, a quick look at the major headlines. Zamfara State generates only 150 million naira internally generated revenue monthly. Zamfara State government earmarks 10.6 billion naira for health sector this year. Governor Tambuwal approves purchase of 15,000 JAMB and direct entry forms for 2019-2020 section. On business, 18 billion liters of PMS supplied in 2019 PPPRA. On sports, Ihanacho rescues Leicester City in Carabao Cup. On the international scene, Iran's missile attack, U.S. suffered no casualties, says President Donald Trump. Thanks for watching. I still remain Mosajoy Onyoga. Stay tuned.